Yo, what is up guys? It's Melder here, and today we're gonna look at the map Haven with the character Viper. So I'm gonna be making two more map guides for both Bind and Split in the future, but we're gonna just talk about Haven today. I'm also going to make a beginner guide for Viper, just a quick rundown of her kit and some of the cool things that you can do. So if you haven't already, please check that out. So we are here on Haven, and we're going to go through each of these three sites individually. So first we're going to go A, and we're going to look at a push through sewers. We have to make sure that someone is clearing A long or banana, and we have sewers cleared out before we can pull this off. So basically we're going to stand right at this corner, right here at the doorway, and so far that we don't quite see this disc right here, and our reference point is going to be this flaming building right here. And where there's a corner right there, you can see that where I shot, we're going to aim basically right at that bullet hole there. And what this does is it walls off, smokes off Heaven perfectly from a safe spot, and then we're going to wall off half the site. So we wall off half the site, have a smoke in Heaven, and this will allow our team to push in. Now there are two spots that we need to worry about primarily when taking this push. One is this corner right here, and another is this doorway in this corner over here. Now if you want to flush someone out of this left corner, you can use the same exact spot standing right here and aim in between this roof corner and this support beam at the 90-degree angle in between. We're going to take our snake bite, we're going to bounce it all the way, and it's going to pop right into this corner. They are going to take a lot of damage for standing in here. So we wall off, we cue the window, and then we plant around here. Now a good ult spot for a site, it's right here in the center of this tile. So this will give us a nook right here in the back of corner that will allow us to cover this from a safe area. This will completely smoke off banana. It will give us a little bit of space right here to rotate for our team so they can kind of hold underneath Heaven, and it'll give us enough room to kind of move around the box and cover sewers. Next we're going to look at an A push from banana or A long. So like I said before, you're really going to want to make sure Heaven is smoked. You can probably smoke it from here, and there are definitely some angles you can pull, but they're going to be really hard to pull over this building. So an easy wall you can make is you can stand on this if you like for max coverage, and then you do that same wall all the way across A. And this will give you that big coverage that you want where only Heaven is exposed. And you can even kind of sneak under it if you want to, but if you're going to run out of smoke, and you know someone might see you if they're in that corner. So then once again,
toxin screen down.
You can deploy your other smoke because our smoke's redeployable, and you're going to want to hit like a corner because it's going to bounce right out otherwise.
Poison orb emitting.
And then you can put your wall up, and you can get the plant off. And maybe use that same old spot that I showed before. Our next point is going to be point B. So we can push point B from two spots. Garage, and we can push from mid. So basically it's pretty simple here. We can wall off half of B, throw our smoke and connector, and there are a couple different snake bite spots. You can pop up here to get on top of this crate and in this corner where people like to hang out.
Toxins going up.
You can do it from the other side
Toxin screen down.
as well. And this can hit up top in a camping spot, or you can do it much lower right here in this corner. So once again, like right below the arch, will go all the way up, and that's a pretty sneaky spot to get jets, omens, or raises. You can also launch one in the back from straight ahead, or if you want to get fancy with it, you can hit it off this panel. I did a little low there. You can hit it off this panel and into the back. And one thing to note, if you can get this one off, standing on this bench will actually not prevent you from taking damage. You can still take damage through the floor here, which is something cool that I found. So you smoke off the right, the wall off the left, and then you can make your approach in for that point. Just make sure someone's covering mid-window. You can also push from garage, and there are a few snakebite spots that are pretty tricky. One is from the right side. You can aim about halfway through this panel to the right and bounce it off through the top of this crack into mid-window right here. Now there's a much easier one that you can do from the left side, where you aim at this 90-degree angle right here, pop it over, and you get your mid-window molly. People also like to hold right here or right here. To get the back corner behind me, you can hold right above this pot and bounce it into that corner, or you can hit this wall and go here. This is also wall bangable though, so you might not want to use your snakebite there. Our last site is C, and we're going to push C with a wall from garage doors. So we're going to stand right about here in this grassy part, right in between these two cobblestone steps, and we're going to look all the way across and launch our wall all the way across C from here. If you activate it, it will cut off garage door, it will cut off vision from boxes, and it will cut off vision from the plat corner. They can still stand on top of plat and get this angle, so you're going to have to watch it, but this denies them a lot of vision with just one wall. Just make sure when you're playing over there that you have someone covering you so you can set this up properly. Another angle you can take to push C is actually from spawn. You can put your wall down and cut off, once again, almost the entire half of C, and this wall goes very far. You can see it pop up from here, cutting across C. There is a small gap right here that someone could still camp, and up there if they're jet, omen, or raise, but this has some really good coverage, blocking off sight from these boxes which people like to peek from, and also from garage, which someone will most likely be playing. So you can pop your wall up and get this nice coverage and line of sight blocking. Once you're in, what you can do is, some people like to camp around here, so you just plop. You don't have to jump. I'm just going to do that. You can poison that. You can also snakebite. If you aim up from this corner right above this cloth, you can get a pretty good one right on the stairs there. And then you can set up your plan, probably around right here. One awesome thing that you can do, and it is slightly affected by Viper's Pit's kind of shape, which isn't always exactly the same shape, you can actually take your ults and you can kind of ult right here at the perfect position. And there's a few things that you can get. Sometimes you'll get a shape that allows you to camp in this box undetected, or have one of your teammates do that, but right now so they can see me. Another spot that you can go to is right up here, right on plat, and if you put your bomb right here, or your spike right there, then you hear them defusing, you get a nice angle right above. It's going to be really hard for them to push plat through Viper's Pit, and you can even have someone chilling kind of in this corner right here, holding that angle, or that push. So that way you're right above them, you get high ground, you can basically see anyone in Viper's Pit, and you can punish them really hard for trying to go for that defuse. Defending C and B, you can post an early smoke up wall right at here, sometimes it's inconsistent with the roof, and you want to make sure you're not hugging the roof because this thing will actually kind of mess your wall
Toxins
up.
going up.
You can go through, you can check the wall, goes all the way to B, cuts off C long, and they're going to have to push through that one.
Toxins going up.
And there are some gaps that you can peek through, and they can get around here. But if you have someone here, or you have like a jet or a raise chilling up there, it's gonna take them by surprise, and they're really gonna have a hard time pushing this. Smokes wise, you can go into garage and just kind of hold this. You can have your smoke here, which is a pretty safe spot to have. And another one, basically, if you don't do this wall and you want to save your wall, then you can actually put it in this doorway at B, and it's gonna determine. If you're out of smoke and you're chilling up here or anywhere, you can kind of just hit the wall bounce, and push them away, which is pretty nice. A cheeky spot for defending B is you can actually smoke off mid-window from the back of Gong. So on the third line, you line it up, go right above it, and then you can throw your smoke all the way to in between the box and the wall. So they're going to have to push the wall, the box, and go through smoke. It'll kind of prevent some line of sight to mid unless you're standing on top of the center kind of structure. And they can't actually get over this box unless they boost it. So I personally like the one in the doorway better, but if you're feeling like you want to push mid, you can use that smoke instead. You can also bounce off some snake bites off of this center, or this farthest left panel, and you can put it onto mid. You can even push it a little bit further to the left if you're feeling a little more accurate, and it will actually go into mid window. The last thing I want to show you guys is an ultimate spot for Viper on site B. So basically what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to hold these, I call these teeth, but they're just kind of spikes, and you kind of hold them over this panel. This is our reference point, so we move over to the right, we put our center cursor or our crosshair right in the center of this panel and line, and we open. So basically this will give us a spot right here where they can't see in, so we'll have our nook right here. There's also a back spot right here in Gong, and then this will wall off a good portion of the rest of site. It's okay if there's a gap by a connector, because we can't get an ult covering all three doors unless you get up top, which you can't plant up there. So you can plant like right here, maybe right here, and kind of hover in this corner, wait for them. You hear the defuse, you pop in, same as the other locations. Okay guys, so that's it for the guide today with Viper on Haven. Obviously this is not all that there is to offer with this character on this map, but I just wanted to show you guys some really cool spots that I found, and I want you guys to try it out for yourselves. If you guys have any other cool spots, really nice strats on this map or any other maps, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to try them out myself. And you can also catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/melderfish, where I play Valorant, and I'm going to be playing tons of other games, single player and multiplayer alike. So please come by, say hi, hang out, and watch me int at this game. It's going to be an awesome time. And also guys, don't forget to check out the other videos that I will be posting for Viper on the other maps, Split and Bind. I'm working on them right now in the lab, trying to find some really cool spots to show you guys. So once again, thank you so much. Hopefully I see you around, and peace.